Hello, Star Wars fans. We're continuing our journey through the Topps 1977 Star Wars series. This video will take a look at the Series 4 complete set, also known as the Green Series. This set includes 66 cards, 11 stickers, and one puzzle that can be assembled using the backs of the cards. I will show all of the cards and read those cards that have movie facts. After that, we will take a look at the stickers and build the puzzle. Card number 199, the Star Warriors Aim for Action. Movie facts, number 12 of 22. After completing the basic script idea for Star Wars, the first step facing writer-director George Lucas was to visualize the new world. Lucas hired Colin Cantwell, creator of many space vehicles for 2001: A Space Odyssey, to design the original spaceship models. Meanwhile, George and production illustrator Ralph McQuarrie began to visualize the basic ideas for characters, costumes, props, and scenery. Card number 200. C-3PO searches for his counterpart. (201) Raid at Mos Eisley. Movie facts, number 5 of 22. George Lucas on Star Wars. Gulliver on Mars was the first story in the science fantasy genre that I have been able to trace. Jules Verne came pretty close, I suppose, but he never had a hero battling against space creatures or having adventures on another planet. A whole new genre developed from that idea. Continued on Movie Facts number 6. (202) Inquiring about Obi-Wan Kenobi. (203) A Band of Jawas. (204) Stalking the Corridors of Death Star. (205) Desperate Moments for Our Heroes. Movie facts, number 22 of 22. The original sound effects for the galactic languages, vehicles, robots, and weapons of Star Wars were collected and created by Ben Burt. The completed stereo soundtrack was then mixed at the Samuel Goldwyn Studios in the Dolby system of noise reduction for magnificent motion picture high fidelity in the theater. (206) Searching for the Missing Droid. (207) C-3PO, Anthony Daniels. (208) Luke Skywalker on the desert planet. (209) The Rebel Troops. (210) Princess Leia blasts the enemy. (211) A proud moment for Han and Luke. (212) A stormtrooper is blasted. Movie facts, number 20 of 22. At Elstree Studios, Star Wars production designer John Barry created a myriad number of props and sets for the film. Instead of the shiny new-looking buildings and rockets one generally associates with space fantasy movies, the sets and materials for Star Wars were designed to look used and therefore realistic. 213. Monitoring the battle. Movie facts. Number 4 of 22. George Lucas on Star Wars. I discovered that he, Alex Raymond, got his inspiration for Flash Gordon from the works of Edgar Rice Burroughs, author of Tarzan, and especially from his John Carter of Mars series of books. I read through that series, then found that what sparked Burroughs off was a science fantasy called Gulliver on Mars, written by Edwin Arnold and published in 1905. Continued on Movie Facts number 5. (214) Luke and Leia shortly before the raid. Number 215. Han bows out of the battle. Movie facts. Number 19 of 22. The many departments at Industrial Light and Magic Corporation, Star Wars effects company, included a carpentry shop and a machine shop, which had to build or modify the special camera, editing, animating, and projecting equipment. A model shop was later built to execute the prototype models of the various space and land vehicles. Number 216. Han and Leia quarrel about the escape plan. Movie facts. Number 11 of 22. George Lucas on Star Wars. I tried to make a classic sort of genre picture, a classic space fantasy in which all the influence of science fiction, literature, and films are working together. There are certain traditional aspects of the genre I wanted to keep and help perpetuate in Star Wars. (217) The Dark Lord of the Sith. Movie facts. Number 9 of 22. George Lucas on Star Wars. In Star Wars, I wanted to make a movie about an old man and a kid. And I knew I wanted the old man to be a real old man and have a sort of teacher-student relationship with the kid. I also wanted the old man to be like a warrior. I wanted a princess too, but I didn't want her to be a passive damsel in distress. Continued on Movie Facts number 10. (218) Luke Skywalker's home destroyed. (219) The Swing to Freedom. Number 220. I'm going to regret this. Movie facts. Number 21 of 22. Famed film composer John Williams spent a year preparing his ideas for the score of Star Wars. During March 1977, he conducted the 87-piece London Symphony Orchestra in a series of 14 sessions in order to record the 90 minutes of original music, which complements the futuristic images with a classic and extremely romantic motif. (221) Princess Leia, Carrie Fisher. (222) Evacuate in our moment of triumph? (223) Han Solo covers his friends. (224) Luke's secret yen for action. (225) Aunt Beru Lars, Sheila Fraser. 226. A Portrait of a Princess. 227. Instructing the Rebel Pilots. Movie facts, number 7 of 22. George Lucas on Star Wars. I wrote 4 entirely different screenplays for Star Wars, searching for just the right ingredients, characters, and storyline. It's always been what you might call a good idea in search of a story. Continued on movie facts, number 8. (228) R2-D2 is inspected by the Jawas. (229) Grand Moff Tarkin, Peter Cushing. Number 230, Guarding the Millennium Falcon. Movie facts, number 15 of 22. George Lucas and Star Wars producer Gary Kurtz chose EMI Elstree Studios in Borehamwood, England as a base of operations for the film. Fortunately, it was large enough to offer the stage space that was needed. The facility on its 50th anniversary had just shifted to a 4-wall rental policy, which enabled George Lucas to handpick his own personnel. Number 231, discussing the Death Star's future. Movie facts, number 8 of 22. George Lucas on Star Wars. I wanted to make an old-fashioned action movie, a movie in outer space like Flash Gordon used to be. Ray guns, running around in spaceships, shooting at each other, and I knew right from the start that I wanted to have a big battle in outer space, a sort of dogfight thing. Continued on movie facts, number 9. (232) The Empire Strikes Back. (233) Raiding the Rebel Starship. Movie facts, number 16 of 22. The Star Wars script called for a large number of miniature and optical effects. It was felt it would be quite a bit cheaper to put together their own special effects company with their own equipment and personnel than give the job to some outside commercial source. Continued on movie facts, number 17. (234) Envisioning the Rebels' destruction. (235) Luke Skywalker, Mark Hamill. (236) Readying the Rebel Fleet. (237) The Deadly Grip of Darth Vader. (238) Uncle Owen Lars, Phil Brown. (239) The Young Star Warrior. (240) R2's Desperate Mission. Movie facts, number 6 of 22. George Lucas on Star Wars. I had the project in mind even before I started my last picture, American Graffiti. And as soon as I finished, I began writing Star Wars in January 1973, 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, from then until March 1976 when we began shooting. Even then, I was busy doing various rewrites in the evenings after the day's work. Continued on Movie Facts number 7. (241) The Rebel Fighter Ships. Movie Facts number 10 of 22. George Lucas on Star Wars. What finally emerged through the many drafts of the script has obviously been influenced by science fiction and action adventure I've read and seen over the years, and I've seen a lot of it. Continued on Movie Facts number 11. (242) Death Star Shootout. (243) Rebels in the Trench. (244) Waiting at Mos Eisley. (245) Member of the Evil Empire. (246) Stormtrooper, Tool of the Empire. Movie Facts number 2 of 22. Carrie Fisher reminisces about her swing across the chasm in the Death Star. It would have been fun if they let us do it a second time. It was like going on the upside-down roller coaster. We did it one time and it was scary, and then if we could have done it again, it might have been fun. I guess they didn't want to press their luck considering we were 30 feet off the ground. (247) Soldier of Evil. (248) Luke suspects the worst about his family. (249) Ben Kenobi, Alec Guinness. Card number 250. Luke and Ben on Tatooine. (251) An overjoyed Han Solo. Number 252, The Honored Heroes. Movie Facts, number 18 of 22. The Industrial Light and Magic Corporation, run by John Dykstra, executed the 360 separate special effects shots for Star Wars. Altogether, their optical work and special effects are visible for just about half of the running time of the movie. (253) R2-D2, Kenny Baker. Movie Facts, number 13 of 22. Over a period of time, Star Wars production illustrator Ralph McQuarrie went from simple sketches and line drawings to a handsome series of production paintings which set a visual tone for the movie. Sometimes I would sketch off the top of my head, McQuarrie commented, or sometimes George Lucas would bring me something he had seen in the comics or in a book. (254) Darth Vader, David Prowse. (255) Luke poses with his weapon. 256. The Marvelous Droid C-3PO. Number 257. A Pair of Jawas. Movie facts. Number 17 of 22. In June of 1975, George Lucas and Gary Kurtz contacted John Dykstra with regard to his supervising the special effects for Star Wars. They soon set up an independent company called Industrial Light and Magic Corporation in a warehouse in the San Fernando Valley. Here, the incredible illusions would be designed and executed by as many as 75 artists. .258. Fighting Impossible Odds. .259. Challenging the Evil Empire. .260. Han Solo, Harrison Ford. .261. Fury of the Tusken Raider. Movie facts, number 14 of 22. Filming 3 separate worlds in an unknown galaxy presented major production problems for George Lucas and the Star Wars crew. Planet number 1, Tatooine, was a dry, arid desert landscape filled with bizarre but real architecture. After the deserts of America, North Africa, and Middle East were explored and researched, locations were found in Tunisia that approximated the topography Lucas envisioned. .262. Creature of Tatooine. Movie facts, number 3 of 22. George Lucas, writer-director of Star Wars, talks about the film's beginnings. Originally, I wanted to make a Flash Gordon movie with all the trimmings, but I couldn't obtain the rights to the characters. So I began researching and went right back and found where Alex Raymond, who had done the original Flash Gordon comic strips and newspapers, had gotten his idea. Continued on movie facts number 4. .263. The Courage of Luke Skywalker. Movie facts, number 1 of 22. When Alec Guinness first read the original script for Star Wars, he turned down the part of Ben Kenobi. Wanting Guinness for the role, writer-director George Lucas rewrote the part so it was closer to the actor's style. The role was a combination of wizards and sorcerers, Guinness recently commented. We took a little from here and there, but it all worked well. .264. Star pilot Luke Skywalker. These are the stickers. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. Stay tuned for the puzzle. Our journey continues in the next video with Series 5, the Orange Series.